oxygenase that can add oxygen. Any more? Do you remember any group? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, amino group, phosphate group, hydroxylase. That makes OH group, which can develop OH group is called as hydroxylation process, that is called as hydroxylase enzyme. Hexokinase, kinase I already wrote here, kinase. Isomerase in protein, I mean enzyme classification we wrote already. Isomerase, oxidoreductase, hydrolase, ligase, lyase, like that. Regarding the groups I am asking, chemical groups like CO2, hydrogen, oxygen, that oxidation reduction. Oxidation means loss of hydrogen protons or loss of electrons or addition of O2 is oxidation. Reduction reaction means addition of hydrogen or addition of electron or loss of oxygen, that is reduction. Hydrogenase, dehydrogenase, aminase, deaminase, like that. These groups are, groups are acted by the enzymes. The groups are being transferred or converted or added or removed by the enzyme. So based on the activity, that the enzymes are given specific names, like that. These are some examples. Phosphorylase, dephosphorylase, that can remove phosphate groups. Dephosphorylase, deaminase we wrote already. Like that. The enzymes are given names based on their activities. These are some list of enzymes. Deoxygenase. Yeah. Deoxygenase means deoxygenase may be oxidase. Yeah, deoxygenase, deoxygenase that removes oxygen. Dioxygenase means that adds 2O or O2. 2 oxygens are added means here half O2 is added means oxygenase. Dioxygenase means that can add a molecule, oxygen molecule, or 2 nascent oxygens. 2 nascent oxygens are an oxygen molecule is added means that is called as a dioxygenase. Like that, based on the groups acted, these enzymes are given names, different names like this. Okay? Right. Then see that last topic of enzymes, enzyme inhibition. Enzyme inhibition. Enzyme inhibition, is it complete? Yeah. Enzyme inhibition is a process which is called inactivation of enzymes or switching of enzymes. Inactivation of enzymes. Why? Because these enzymes which are acting as catalyst, they are sensitive to some chemicals. They are sensitive to some chemical compounds. That chemical compounds may be activating the enzyme activity or decreasing the enzyme activity. Some chemicals, few chemicals, chemical substance, when bind with enzyme, they may shut off enzyme. They will shut off the enzyme. That chemicals which are shutting off the enzyme are called inhibitors. Inhibitor, which is also called negative regulator of enzyme. Negative regulator means which is decreasing the activity. Regulation means control. That control may be positive control or negative control. Positive control means the enzymes will get activated. Negative control means the enzymes will get inactivated or decreased activity. That is called what? Inhibitor. This, what is the activity of this inhibitor is, inhibitor blocks the catalytic activity of enzyme. Inhibitor blocks the catalytic activity. Here these, when they block the catalytic activity, then that enzyme cannot convert a substrate into product. And that process is called enzyme inhibition. This process is called enzyme inhibition. Enzyme inhibition is a process where a negative regulator called as inhibitor, they will bind with the enzyme and they will block the catalytic activity of the enzyme. That process of binding of inhibitor with the enzyme and blocking the enzyme activity is called enzyme inhibition. This enzyme inhibition is divided into three types. One is competitive inhibition. First one. Second one is uncompetitive. Third one is non-competitive. What is this competitive inhibition? Is just I will give you a reaction, then you can write. Enzyme usually combines with a substrate to form enzyme substrate complex. Finally, substrate is converting into product. This is enzymatic reaction. But an inhibitor combines with enzyme and forms enzyme inhibitor complex. So there is no reaction of the enzyme. Competitive inhibition is a process where inhibitor bind with enzyme at active site. What happens here in competitive inhibition is inhibitor binds with active site of enzyme. Active site of enzyme and blocks the active sites. Usually how substrate will bind? To bind with the substrate, enzyme has an active site. To this active site, like a lock and key model, there is binding of specific substrate. Enzyme has a substrate binding site called active site. To the active site, there is binding of substrates. So when substrate binds with active site of enzyme, then enzyme substrate complex will form, then substrate will convert into product. This is the normal process. But in competitive inhibition, inhibitor molecule binds with the active site itself. This is originally substrate, but it binds with the inhibitor. When inhibitor is blocking the active site, then no substrate will bind. Then there is no activity of the enzyme. Enzyme will not convert that substrate into products. That is called as competitive inhibition. Okay? See here, just I will give some process. Suppose this is enzyme. This enzyme is interacting with the two molecules. Suppose here a substrate is this. I will write with color, another color, then you can understand. Yeah, that one. This is what substrate. This is what substrate. This inhibitor I will represent with another color. Suppose another substance which is resembling substrate. Now, this enzyme, if it is binding with the substrate, if it is this binding with this means, write this one as enzyme, this as substrate, this as inhibitor. If substrate is binding with this, then the reaction will be completed. But the active site is filled with an inhibitor molecule, so that there is formation of enzyme inhibitor complex. And substrate is not binding here. As substrate is not binding, there is no reaction. No reaction is taking place. This is what competitive inhibition. I will erase these 2 points and write 2 more points. Here, what is competitive inhibition means? Inhibitor resembles substrate. Inhibitor and substrate both are similar in their structure or form. So this inhibitor is called substrate analog. Analog means which have similar form. So there is a competition between inhibitor and substrate to bind at active site. To bind with the active site of the enzyme, substrate and inhibitor are competing. They are competing each other. When there is a competition, which one will bind? Suppose there is a competition between substrate and enzyme. Which can bind with the enzyme easily when there is a competition between when there is a competition between substrate and inhibitor to bind with the enzyme, which can bind with the enzyme freely? Inhibitor? Inhibitor? No. Substrate? No. Whose concentration is more, that can bind easily. Suppose more substrates are there means, then this can bind. Nothing are. How? One will bind, but whose concentration is more, that will bind. Substrate is more means, then substrate can bind with enzyme. Inhibitors are more means, then inhibitor will bind with the enzyme. Okay? Right. This is a competitive inhibition. Then second one, non-competitive inhibition. Non-competitive inhibition. Here, what is non-competitive inhibition means? Inhibitors do not resemble substrates. Inhibitor doesn't resemble substrates. That means inhibitor is not similar to substrates. So what happens? Substrate binds at active sites. Substrate will bind at active sites, but inhibitor binds at other site of enzyme. To any other place of enzyme, there is binding of this substrate and decreases enzyme activity. Decreases enzyme activity. That is called as non-competitive inhibition. Non-competitive inhibition. Take an example. That means what is here? The reaction enzyme plus substrate gives enzyme substrate complex, which is converting into enzyme plus product. But inhibitor can bind with other substrate, other sites, so that enzyme inhibitor complex will form. But active site is free, so that substrate can bind. There is a formation of enzyme substrate inhibitor. Substrate is bound with active site. Inhibitor bind with another site, so that enzyme substrate inhibitor complex will form and there is no reaction. See now, suppose this is an enzyme. This is an enzyme. This combines with an inhibitor and a substrate. Suppose how this enzyme is binding with inhibitor and substrate means enzyme will combine with substrate here. Suppose I will write with a different pen, then you can understand. This is the inhibitor. This is the inhibitor. What is this? Inhibitor, substrate, enzyme. This is enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. Second type substrate concentration. Yeah, even substrate concentration and enzyme concentration will not involve. Always inhibitor only greater than substrate means that may not possible. Whatever the more concentration, that will combine. So our second type substrate concentration is more that, so that substrate bind with enzyme. No. Second type, there is no relation between concentration of substrate and inhibitor. Here, concentration of substrate or concentration on inhibitor does not matter here, because substrate is binding with active sites, inhibitor is binding with other sites. When concentration not matter, same concentration or different concentration, no, nothing is matter. Concentration is not playing a role. whatever the concentration of substrate and inhibitor, they will bind. I mean, enzyme is binding with the substrate at active sites, inhibitor bind with other sites, so that there is no reaction. That is one. Okay. And non-competitive inhibition, which is also called as allosteric inhibition. Complete? Repeat once, sir. Okay. Here normally this is enzyme, right? Actually here to the active side there is binding of inhibitor, so that there is no binding of substrate, no reaction. In competition, there is a competition between substrate and inhibitor to bind with active sites. But here there is no competition between inhibitor and substrate to bind with active sites. No competition. That's why non-competitive. Because inhibitor can bind with other sites. Substrate can bind with active sites. Substrate always binds with active sites. So that enzyme substrate complex will form. But substrate bind with active site means this will form. But to other side there is binding of inhibitor. When inhibitor is bound with that other site, then the process is stopped. Enzyme substrate inhibitor complex will form. So the reaction is decreased. Stopped. Enzyme activity is controlled. Competitive, uncompetitive. Then third one, non-competitive. Write very fast. Non-competitive inhibition. What is non-competitive inhibition? Means it is very simple. Enzyme substrates combine and form enzyme substrate complex, which is converted into enzyme and product usually. But in presence of that inhibitor, enzyme inhibitor complex will form that can combine with a substrate, forming enzyme substrate inhibitor complex like this here. But reaction takes place. Reaction takes place, but it is slow. In presence of inhibitor, enzyme substrate complex, inhibitor complex is formed, but there is no reaction at all. But here reaction, even inhibitor bound with the enzyme, reaction takes place, but the rate of reaction is decreased. But here reaction is fully stopped. This is non-competitive inhibitor. Write down presence of non-competitive inhibitors decrease the rate of reaction. They will decrease the rate of reaction, not blocking entire reaction. Entire reaction is not stopped or blocked, only blocking, I mean decreasing the rate of reaction. And apart from this inhibition, there is another type, feedback inhibition. What is feedback inhibition means? End products of a process decrease the rate of reaction. That is called as a feedback inhibition. See that one? Suppose a process we are taking, A is converted into B, B is converted into C, C may be converted into D, D may be converted into E or F, or then may be continuing like this. This is a process. If this end product, suppose this is G, If more amount of G are produced means that may be inhibiting the previous reaction. G may inhibit the process of conversion of D to F. E may be inhibiting this process. Enzyme activities are controlled by the accumulation of end products. That is called as a feedback inhibition. Feedback inhibition. Example, glucose 6-phosphate inhibits hexokinase. If more glucose 6-phosphate are formed means then hexokinase activity will be inhibited. That is called feedback inhibition. Okay. Is it complete? Then we have a small topic definition. Just 2 minutes, I will complete. Already time is 11:20. Wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, wait 2 minutes. Then allosteric modulator. Allosteric modulator. Here, what is allo? Allo means out, outside, and steros means site. Steros means site. In second type, I told you. Second type. Usually, what is allosteric modulator means? There is a type of enzyme called allosteric enzyme. This allosteric enzyme has another site called allosteric site. Allosteric site along with active sites. Along with the active site, if you take this enzyme has an active site to bind with a substrate. Along with this site, some enzymes named allosteric sites or allosteric enzymes may have allosteric sites. This is active site. This is allosteric site. Allosteric enzymes have allosteric sites. And what is the role of this allosteric modulator means? An allosteric modulator, that means regulator. Allosteric modulator binds with allosteric sites and can increase or decrease the enzyme process. Enzyme rate or enzymatic process may be activated or inhibited. Increased means that is called as activator. Activator. Decreased means that is called as inhibitor. So there are two modulators called allosteric activator and allosteric inhibitor. Allosteric activator, which activates enzyme. activates enzyme process. Enzyme process is favored, and allosteric inhibitor means inhibits the process or decreases enzyme process. So these allosteric modulator is there na? These allosteric modulator, as they are controlling the process, they are called as allosteric regulators. They regulate the process. Wait, some came. Sir, other name of non-competitive inhibition. No, that's all. Non-competitive inhibition, other name, no other name. I didn't give any other name for non-competitive inhibition. First one is competitive, second one is non-competitive, uncompetitive, third one is non-competitive. Tell the name of second type of enzyme inhibition. First one is competitive, second one is uncompetitive, third one is non-competitive. This allosteric modulator means allosteric enzyme. This allosteric enzyme has active site and allosteric site. To the active site there is binding of substrate. Allosteric site, to that allosteric site there may be binding of activator. If activator bound to allosteric site, then enzyme process will get activated. If allosteric inhibitor is bound with this allosteric site, then the process will be decreased. So this allosteric activator or allosteric inhibitor is called as allosteric regulator. Okay, that's all. Enough for today. You can copy this and leave. With this, biomolecules chapter is fully complete. Next we will start another lesson. Sumedha.